Game 2 of our showdown here between Grant and his Mountain Dew Game Fuel. And the Game Fuel's won. Grant has been kicked out.
He's donezo.
He's out of there. But we're all you have left, guys, so let's get ready. Game 2. OG Gods, they have had these stand-ins this tournament as Thompson and Mid 1 are in Southeast Asia. They've had some games where they look totally dominant, other games where they look a little shaky. Not sure exactly how seriously they're taking every individual map. Obviously, you know, this is the only Dota right now, so I'm sure they want to win, but they also feel very loose and relaxed. So will they close it out here against HellRaisers?
Yeah, it seems almost like OG's using the experience to play with 33, to kind of learn from him, his hero pool. Like, they've just been doing all kinds of weird core picks, with obviously the core Chen being the big example. We've seen mid Darkseer. We're seeing different stuff. This is going to be one of his more standard games, I guess. He's playing the Death Prophet, I imagine, so something a bit more conventional as far as drafts. And I think that's been one of my criticisms of OG. It doesn't feel like they have that mid laner who can play the stable meta mids, but on the Death Prophet, it should look a bit different.
Yeah, he plays all of like the kind of unusual ones, like the almost more of the offlane heroes, and his core Chen, which is like a 33 special. But yeah, you're not seeing the Ember Spirits, the Void Spirits, these types of heroes. So
the Spirits,
basically.
3 of which, most mid laners need to play those 3 Spirits. Some even play the 4th. We've seen an Earth Spirit made from one of the teams. So
seen a lot on Crit Stream as well.
Yeah,
pretty beastly. But yeah, odds favoring OG. No big surprise there. I think regardless of the draft pregame, you know, people are going to favor OG. They may change their tune when they see them dying, but it looks like Funnick did disconnect here, guys, so he's back into the game. Let's get into it. OG versus HellRaisers, game 2. Here we go. Or maybe not. Here we go.
Let's unleash our brilliance, as the players will be looking to do just that in the game. 4-position Weaver. We've seen Weaver kind of emerge as one of these really strong picks because of the flexibility as well as the buffs. The 4-position being this nice save, as well as the core Weaver coming back and seeing a resurgence as well.
With a bit less success, I want to say. I don't think the core Weavers have done particularly well.
Yeah.
Sumail at that one crazy game that OG won, I think it was versus Viking, but that was... I would not say it's because Core Weaver is so good, it's just because the game was wild.
Yeah. We've seen wild Core Weaver games because it's a hero that will generally have a really good game but then struggle to win the game.
Sumail, top lane. Getting caught out a little bit, but no doubt with the beauty of a stun.
Beautiful.
Needed to hit that double, I think, as Sumail would take quite a bit of punishment.
We saw the Axe Phoenix from Virtus Pro. They ran over Nigma's Ember lane. If you have a weak safe lane, this is a painful lane. Battle Hunger, Fire Spirit spam is just going to whittle away your health. And
Gyro doesn't have the easiest way to secure CS to remove the Battle Hunger, so that could prove problematic. Meanwhile, for HellRaisers, sending just the Morphling bottom for the moment. I imagine someone's going to rotate there, so I guess it'll probably be Miposhka. Starts walking down.
That makes sense. I think OG probably also learned from Nigma's mistakes. Make sure you get a headdress against this lane. You're playing against the constant spam, the nukes. You need headdress. This is a must-buy item. When you're in the defensive lane that's being harassed and you're just trying to secure as many creeps as possible, you need lots of regen.
I'm doing a little creep blocking here. Nyx will give him a love tap down bottom as Miposhka has arrived. So our safe lane is going to be a Legion Weaver versus a Disruptor Morphling. Disruptor definitely fallen off in popularity, guys. Yeah. We've not seen much of the Thunder Raptor.
Yeah, a few nerfs to the hero. The Ags nerf particularly saw the hero become a lot weaker, at least once you get that Ags timing. The reduced duration of Static Storm made it no longer quite as potent as it once was. And this particular game against Legion Commander, this hero can just purge off your Thunderstrike the entire laning stage, so it feels like OG should have a really good time down bottom with this Weaver LC dual lane.
Yeah, of course, Morphling a tough kill, but if they can slow down his farm, they'll be quite happy with that.
It's going to, like you say, probably turn into more of a farm trade and just try harass him to... You're never going to kill him, but try and bully him as much as possible. Force him to use regen and make sure you contest his farm.
Well, as you mentioned, this dual lane is pretty fearsome. Already Sumail taking quite a bit of punishment.
Yep.
As No Tail was the one who took the damage first, but he can heal it off pretty nicely. 6 HP regen without the Tango. Now 13 with it. So doing the best he can as a support to soak up.
And importantly, OG playing the defensive lane also de-ward their pull camp. So they're going to have a pull to play around. They're going to have the Hedros regen. There is no real kill potential for them until they get, I'd say, at least level 3 on Gyrocopter, maybe even need level 4, level 5. But they're just looking to play this lane very defensively, pull whenever possible, and Sumail's just trying to make sure he can try to get rid of that battle hunger whenever it is cast.
Homie missile gives Funnick a little donk, but still no points in the barrage from Sumail. So no real follow-up to that. They are definitely struggling in this lane. The war of attrition is doing its work already. He's eaten through all of his tangos. So he's given them one to Sumail, but Sumail's also used quite a few and at below half health, so more regen will be required. Funnick, though,
a lot of damage. Yeah, he's salving. He'll live.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets almost the full salve duration off before the missile hits. So really smart play from Funnick. Knowing that missile's coming in, he just pops his salve, runs away from both heroes, and they have no way to cancel it. So this will be a free lane for Funnick, and he's very good at setting up his lanes for success. It's often what he does after that, where he kind of shoots himself in the foot a bit.
While this is happening, Sumail's being dove at the tower. Roger committing for this one. Is he going to get the first blood? Sumail, no, he has the fairy fire, and we'll get the kill.
Wow. Heads up play from Sumail, understanding his hero's limits once Roger ran at Fire Spirits.
Yeah, Phoenix has 1 armor, and the Gyro has 10 under tower, so that is not a fight you're likely to win.
No, yeah, Sumail, very heads-up play. And that's a first blood, so he was having a tough lane and suddenly gets skipped to a lot of gold. He is trapped behind his tier 1 tower a bit, so he needs to get his courier out, which is kind of difficult to do when that axe is constantly behind your wave. Until you're level 5, you have that ground courier that's so easy to snipe, but it looks like No-Tail TP'd back in with his regen, his Wraith Band.
What a buddy.
Yep, double Wraith Band already, plus the double salve, so he uses one and still has a second one to play around. This is, like you say, what a buddy indeed.
Oh, Funnick wasn't expecting this rotation. Saksa coming in with the Sakuchi. Should be enough to secure the kill, I believe. No, homie missile following the Phoenix, has the TP out. No-Tail stun has cooled down. He lets it go, and the kill is now secured. While meanwhile, Roger also being pressured all the way out of the lane. Get the hell out of here, says Sumail.
He's chasing.
Might actually whittle him down here. Was the stick charge?
Got one more
that'll be
barrage.
enough for a rocket barrage.
Yep.
And with that, oh, maybe just auto attacks will do the trick, Roger. No, okay. Just still chasing, still chasing.
Oh, he needed to aggro the neutral. He didn't do it. He could have flacked
nice
off
try.
the neutral.
Not enough, though.
Yeah, I think he could have chased him down with the stick into rocket barrage. Sumail maybe not quite recognizing that. He did have the movement speed to keep up, I believe. Either way, he'll go back to the lane and have bullied out the Phoenix, missing out a bit of CS to do so, though. Down at bottom, you can see how the Morphling is faring. 20 last hits, 7 denies, and possibly a kill.
Seb alone here with that Weaver rotation. Is not going to live. Big kill for Nyx and Maposhka. Definitely have to take advantage of Saksa being off the lane as he looks to secure a bounty run here, but Kasani quick on the trigger will snag it, which refills his bottle. Got to be happy about that.
Big neutral sack though, and Funnick, well, he's an axe, so he'll happily swoop in to try and secure this one. No-Tail will at least want to leech some of the experience. Ideally gets the battle hunger off with the last hit, doesn't do so. Not the end of the world for him.
Saksa did also ward the Radiant Triangle while that was happening, so they can keep an eye on future stacks for the axe. As Funnick is being pursued here, low mana on Sumail though, and they'll probably need at least 2-3 rocket barrages to kill Funnick.
They maybe could have chased him with Gyro, but it would have taken, like you say, taken such a big commitment. It probably wouldn't be worth it with how much CS Sumail would miss at the tower. Instead, Sumail will take the free farm top while the supports zone Funnick away from the lane.
Like actually just helping OG farm up a neutral stack. That secures No-Tail's level 4.
Okay, they'll take it.
Didn't get the last spin in time.
Yeah, level 4, 6 minutes in as a 5 position is pretty nice.
Meanwhile, mid lane, Kasani and 33 exchanging blows here. Spirit Siphon is popped, and Kasani, he's got the Remnant. He'll zip down. And but unfortunately, the Ruin going to Saksa.
Yeah, that's always key when your enemy mid laner has a bottle and has the ability to like get to the runes before your mid laner. You want to make sure as a support to try and secure those as much as possible.
Found No-Tail here with the battle hunger. And the swoop through from the Phoenix, but the retaliation from Sumail comes in the form of a homie missile. As Saksa is going to get the courier picked off. As the Arcane Rune, they might be able to chase him down with this. Funnick taking decent damage. There's another Sakuchi. They don't want to dive the tower. Phoenix is still in the neighborhood. Yep. And they're going to play it safe.
It's a stage where the Rocket Barrage, that third point, it starts to really add up how much damage you can do with it. So we're seeing that Funnick on the Axe no longer really has the lane dominance over Sumail anymore. He has to play very careful.
Seb down bottom, taking quite a beating from Nyx, but here comes the rotation of Saksa. Comes through, does some chip damage, but no real kill threat. In fact, he's in danger now. Saksa, the Arcane Rune's worn off. He's got the stick. He will have another Sakuchi. But the support Weaver, after that one rotation top, it feels like he is struggling a bit to really secure these lanes.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's a whole lot he can do down bottom to
like
help
Axe
his
and Morphlane are just not heroes that Weaver can really pressure that much.
He's very reliant on the gyrocopter if he wants to get any kills there. He does snipe the courier down bottom, so that's annoying, and that's one of the things Weaver is very good at, which is also, I think, another reasons why he's come into the meta as a support is these couriers are quite important.
They brought some punishment for you, my friend. Well, this time at least space created as an Exorcism is forced out, and Kasani farming the middle lane. 33 will TP back, though, gets off the Spirit Siphon, tries to force him away. But this means not using Exorcism to try and take a tower early.
He's rune top. Ember wants to get there.
He has remnants. Yeah. 33 is just going to chase him a little bit. But another rune bottled by Kasani. He's got 2 out of 3 so far, I believe.
It's a really nice rune. We haven't seen this Ember move from this mid lane yet, but with a haste rune, there's a very good chance he tries to make a play, especially a hero like a gyrocopter. You have no way to get away from and deal with an Ember Spirit rotating on you other than TPing out after Searing Chains is on cooldown, but I think HellRaisers could very likely look for a kill on Sumail. Problem is, Funnick is very under-leveled. He's just trying to catch up and farm with some neutral stacks here. He's not even level 6 yet, 9 minutes in.
But look who's there, looking to leech. Saksa moving in, and is going to get near Kasani, who's just cleaning up a triple stack of his own. So Saksa thinks about...
They know he's here, though.
Oh, could he still neutralize him? No, he's going to get caught out by the chains. He's in trouble. There's no point in call yet. Doesn't matter. They get the kill. And... just not seeing the impact from the support that we've seen in some of the other games. As Nyx also gets Seb bottom, so Morphlane off to a nice start. Ember off to a nice start. Funnick is behind, but he's catching up.
Yeah, it felt like OG
And it's not like Seb's having a good game, gods. He's at 1,900 net worth. Funnick's still almost 700 gold up on him.
Yeah, Seb's having a really rough one, and I mean, you would kind of expect this when Saksa leaves the lane as early as he did, which was useful to secure Sumail's game. Sumail's got more farm and Axe is being pressured because of it. Funnick would be like top 2 net worth if not for this Weaver rotation. So I like the Weaver's decision, but obviously it comes at a cost, which is Seb's game, and he's not able to farm anywhere near what an Axe can. He doesn't get to jungle and farm stacks with counter
Saksa is threatening Maposhka now, scurrying about with the Sakuchi. Actually, I think he wanted to snipe this courier of the Morphlanes. He saw it earlier with the ward, and he is gonna find it again. Courier Exterminator on the case.
Yeah, that's really good. It's even being microed over the trees, which is usually the safe play to make, where it's like, oh, it's fine. They're not going to be able to kill it. Even if you get vision, it takes 2 right clicks. Well, Weaver, Gemini, you get instant 2 right clicks. So very obnoxious stuff.
Meanwhile, did also force Maposhka to go hide behind the tower so he wouldn't feed. But it is a free farm Morphlane, who's sitting tied for net worth lead, basically, with this Death Prophet. His action breaks out top, call down comes through, working down Funnick. They bring him down to about a quarter HP, but now Phoenix going back the other way with the Icarus dive, the follow-up from Kasani, chasing No-Tail into the trees, and in the trees, he will rest. Funnick puts him out of his misery with the blade. Now the dual bottom lane. They're trying to make a go on Morphlane. I don't think they're killing this guy. Sumail is no call down. They're going to try. Wait for him. Into the trees, and TP's out of there. So Nyx creating some space, but also maybe signing a death warrant from Maposhka. No way to cancel this. He's out too.
Okay.
So a big commitment by OG. Can they at least get the tower? Exorcism was used a moment ago, but it's a full HP tower, and 33 is pretty low. With the catapult, looks like it should be enough.
Yeah, he should heal up a little bit as well, or maybe not so much. The Exorcism wearing off didn't really heal him all that much, and
is under attack.
OG should get this tier 1 with all the rotations up top. That's Ember's TP on cooldown, so Sumail making the counterplay, and we'll see both teams kind of looking to pressure the offlane tier 1s, although...
And they already have a Spirit Vessel, so they have a tool to deal with Nyx early in this game.
Yeah, this is really nice. They can really threaten him.
HR smoked up. Roger leading the charge, has his Supernova ready. They know Exorcism's on cooldown. They're going to converge. They find Sumail down bottom. No real backup here. Chains coming through. The kinetic field will cage him, and the helicopter will go down. Meanwhile, mid, Seb, also in danger, gets off the nuke. Overwhelming odds, and now Sock's on the chase. They get the Spirit Safe and going on Nyx. I don't think he realized that this soul release is already available, and with the silence coming through, the follow-up duel, they get the kill and the dual damage.
Yeah, he was expecting to, you know, do Morphling things and be unkillable. Oh, I've been ganked by 3 heroes. Let's morph strength and waveform away, but with Spirit Vessel in play, not possible.
I'm in danger.
Yeah.
33 trying to take the outpost here, but... Or trying to stop the outpost from being taken, I should say. And he's going to punish Roger again. Will he get the kill? Oh, so close. Does. He gets the second charge off, forces out the Supernova. Does mean he has no Spirit Vessel charges now, though, which is good news for Morphling for the time being.
Some tips going out. That was a kill on Funix X. Man, Funix is just having a rough series. I'd even say a rough tournament. He often has these lanes where he's set up to succeed, and then, I mean, this game, it's because OG put so much attention to shutting him down. I think they recognize that he is a key player for HellRaisers as a tempo controller. They give him these really good heroes for the game, but he's just never ready for that third hero to rotate. That second support coming to his lane, it's like this 2 games in a row where he's had a good lane and then just ended up kind of dying a lot.
Somebody's likely to die here as they move in. No-Tail with the Carapace stun. Which way will he go? Gets off the 2-hero stun, but the quick chains interruption. Waveform off the mark, but looks like he should roast down slowly. Will he die? He will. And Kasani getting the last hit, but that was a 4-hero rotation. So a pretty heavy investment while 33 was shoving in bottom, and the rest of OG Sumail farming the jungle.
The really annoying thing for like this Ember against Nyx is that you're going to be like soft countered by this hero in a 5-position role. At all stages of the game, you have to be very scared to have your Flame Guard up because an Invis Nyx with Carapace can just stun you and set up an Impale, and that's a 5-position hero threatening you. So it's a very good hero for OG to have. It's normally weak in the laning stage, but they've survived the lanes and have Sumail as well as 33 top 2 net worth. So this is where this kind of greedy 5-position pick feels really nice to have on your team.
And this has definitely been the story of the OG games, I mean, not just at this event, but historically, is their focus on keeping their towers alive and taking the opponents, and as a result, they have the net worth advantage despite being down on kills.
Yep.
And despite Morphling having free farm for the early stages of this game. So, yeah, they've caught up, as you mentioned, in net worth.
Yeah, you come for their towers, they come for your lives. They will defend them relentlessly and doing a really good job not losing any tier 1 towers yet.
HellRaisers, oh, they get the glimpse off. It's level 3. Follow-up call comes through, and that should secure the Seb kill. Goes Kasplat. But still,
come in with
look at the turnaround. The Nyx is here. Gets off the stun on the Ember Spirit. No-Tail low, not dead just yet. And they do lose the Disruptor as well as the Axe. Yeah. Morphling having to TP out and no way to cancel it. So it's a 2-for-1 with Exorcism committed again, but in position to maybe threaten this tower.
Yeah, that's great. They kill 2 heroes again. It's one of which is a core. Ideally, they wanted to catch them Morphling, but he waveformed into a really nice spot to TP from the trees where he couldn't be found. So not like a massive teamfight win for OG, but it's, you know, it's enough from your Exorcism. You kill 2 heroes, you do a little bit of damage to a tier 1 tower, you just maintain the edge over HellRaisers, who it feels like they're going to have to go into this,
Flame Guard's going to wear off here in a moment. And Carapace, combined with the stun, they have the silence. Spirit Safe and going, Spirit Vessel as well. But Ember Spirit is out of there.
Yeah, just level 1 silence, and I think level 2 Impale on Nyx Assassin, so not the highest level of silence or stun.
But in that previous fight, we did see what you were talking about, the Nyx. Like, even if the Nyx doesn't kill him, as soon as he gets Carapaced and stunned, he basically just gets out.
Yeah.
Which means he's not engaging for the remainder of the fight, and he's most of their damage in a lot of these situations.
You know, it's so nice to have this Nyx assassin who can just run in and stun everyone. Even if you die as a Nyx assassin, you never feel bad dying and stunning 3 heroes for like 2.5 seconds. If you get an impale as well, there's another couple of seconds of stun in there. Doing that as a 5 position who runs in and creates space for your, like a hero like Gyrocopter to just flak everyone, throw rocket barrages out. You're generally going to be winning these team fights when No-Tail's dying if he's getting his spells off.
Kasani trying to finish off the tower top, and OG, it looks like they've decided they've gotten enough mileage out of this thing. Yeah. And they'll let HellRaisers put it down. Last hit does go Kasani. He's got a Spirit Vessel of his own now.
I think OG's realizing at this point that HellRaisers is a little bit stronger now. They're ready to fight. You need to play around your ultimates, which is most importantly the exorcism. So we'll see them picking and choosing fights, mostly based around that cooldown. Funix Blink Dagger and Axe is online, so you've got to be extra careful about how you play around the map and not to get caught out by this one.
Sumail farming up the enemy Ancients, and OG converging on the tier 2. The split push is coming from Nyx. He's completed a Yasha, and as a Morphling, he can push pretty hard. Though I don't know if he pushes as hard as all 5 OG heroes. Yeah. Does some chip damage, forces out the glyph, but it looks like OG, again, they'll claim the bigger prize, which is the actual death of the tower. Still, HellRaiser sitting towards the mid lane, and No-Tail is scouting. Wants some intel. He breaks the smoke instantly as it's popped, walking right past the HellRaiser sentry and gets the initiation off on Miposhka. But the backup is converging. They bring No-Tail low. He gets purged by Sep, healed back up, and will retreat. So denies the smoke, now the glimpse. They reel him back in. They don't want to overcommit on No-Tail, so they know there's bigger targets, but he gets off another good carapace. Into the backlines goes Zoxa, and they found Funix once again. Funix gonna go down. The egg not in a good position. They lose Roger too. That's 2 heroes dead. And an ult down.
This is like the dream 5 position Nyx play. You just throwing spells at you and you're getting off multiple carapaces. You die eventually, but your team is just using your death to win the fight. 3 kills in succession. Funix couldn't get his Culling Blade onto No-Tail. If he did, that movement speed bonus may have allowed him to survive and then re-engage, but...
And they're playing 4v5 right now. Nyx is just farming. He is not participating in fights.
Yeah, until he has a way to get rid of the Spirit Vessel, which I believe, yeah, he's rushing Manta style. He doesn't want to join fights. He's telling his team, like, guys, I just can't do anything. This Spirit Vessel counters me. I need a Manta or a BKB. Then we go fight. Problem is, HellRaisers keep trying to force the action, like in a 4v5 scenario.
They're going to do it again, but they're ganking a 5-position Nyx, if they even kill him. Blink, debut, there's the call.
Got the carapace
and he gets the carapace, but should go down to the Battle Hunger.
Yeah. I think it was the Dragon Scale on the Axe that killed him, or Battle Hunger?
I mean, they used another smoke, and they debuted the Blink to kill the Nyx. Yep. So you're fine with that if you're No-Tail.
Yeah, that's... He's probably just laughing. He's like, guys, they smoke kicked me. He's basically saying he's in their head because he is winning these fights for OG. I think HellRaisers are just like so frustrated with him. They're like, let's just kill this goddamn Nyx assassin.
Killing him does not take away his abilities. You know? No, it's not like he needs an item to do these things.
He is perfectly happy with all the farm he's got. At no point, I don't think he's going to be happy to get like a 30-minute Blink Dagger or something this game, if he wants to go for a Blink, whatever it might be.
For now, he'll settle for just, you know, a basic cloak, essential. Yeah. A cloak will do.
Get some just basic cheap items.
They go on 33, but there's a Seb behind him, ready with the press the attack.
Arcane Room there.
Not the way you want to start the fight.
33, you got to grab that one. It's disappearing in 5 seconds.
He's waiting.
Waiting for the last possible second, it looks like.
Yeah, he's got Exorcism cooling down in like 40, so he wants to make sure he can get the benefit of the Arcane Rune for that.
Hoping for a double rune maybe as well, but the next rune spawns top. Illusion Rune, nothing too useful. The odds still favoring OG, not as convincingly, so some faith in the HellRaisers draft.
Morphling is farming. You know, he's not that far behind, but he is behind, which is concerning.
And it is the Morpher's Gyrocopter, so we're going to see Morphling getting the free flat cannon.
He gets caught here by the Carapace, the silence coming through as well. Do they have any way to save it? Duel crashes in, they get the kill, and now they turn on the egg. Seb just smacks it down, finishes it off with ease. Good Static Storm here, but it only deals with the Aegis. Do they have enough for round 2? No-Tail survives. Big remnant forward. Kasani committing for this. Can he kill off this pesky bug? He will. Now he needs to get the hell out. He's out of remnants, and OG just not able to catch him. So, well, they get the Nyx. But
the story of this game.
That's a buyback for Nyx, and it might be Kasani going down if he's not careful.
He's fairly
don't have the
tanky.
catch right now without the Nyx.
They probably see 21 charges and they're like, yeah, this guy's got 20 charges, like, let's not overcommit. Spirit Vessel makes him very tanky as well.
33 could be in danger. He popped the Essence Ring, but he was afflicted by the Soul Release. Now Nyx waving in, senses opportunity. This is where Morph can be strong. Maybe they need the Nyx Assassin to fight. Well, Saksa is finding the backline kills. There's the call. Follow-up coming through, but the dual counterplay, I don't know if it's enough damage. They do end up losing Sumail, but Morphling stays alive. Saksa's got to back off, but No Tails rejoin the fray. He gets up the Carapace on Nyx, keeps him controlled, while Seb tries to deal with Roger. Ember Spirit died back. That's a big loss. HellRaisers, though, they can make up for it if this Morphling finds some extra kills on the way out. No Tail, he just came back into the fight. The press the attack prevents him from dying twice. And the fight will conclude with OG kind of plateauing in terms of their gold lead.
Yeah, HellRaisers did a really good job fighting around the Exorcism. You can see there, the recap, it was a pretty much even trade, slightly favoring OG on the gold exchange, but Morphling gaining a lot. I think that's where HellRaisers probably feel the fight went okay, because Morphling gets that 800 gold. But they made sure when they committed hard for the fight, it was when Death Pro was already like below half health, and she committed the Exorcism and instantly died like 2 seconds later. So without the Spirit Siphon charges to heal himself back up, 33 perhaps chose the wrong time to use Exorcism. Does have that Essence Ring, which is really nice.
Yeah, he popped it while he was Soul Release, so...
I think the Essence Ring, it's just health gain. It doesn't actually, it's not actually affected by the...
It looked like it didn't heal him as much.
Okay.
Maybe I'm crazy.
The Spirit Siphon definitely will not heal you as much when you have the Spirit Vessel on you, but I know things like Essence Ring bypass like the Ice Blast of AA because it's just health gain.
Then it probably does work. I guess it just wasn't quick enough. So, has a healthy amount of charges, but now he's got a BKB. And for HellRaisers, all they really have to deal with that is Morphling right clicks. Your Ember has no damage, and I guess you call for the lockdown, but it seems very hard to kill the Death Prophet if the Legion is behind him. Yeah, you need which he usually will be.
You need to kite her around, which is just keep on using the slight Searing Chains. Try bait out a BKB and then disengage, or just keep on poking at her, getting her down low, and then only commit into the fight once you're sure you can burst her down, which Morphling E-Blade could give you a way to catch her by surprise if she's not quick on the BKB. I like that you can even just throw the E-Blade at her and just get her down to half health and make it hard for OG to fight. It's not always about killing people, these tanky heroes with E-Blade. It's about just forcing BKBs, scaring them off a fight.
I don't know if we caught it yet, but Saksa also has his Ags on the Weaver.
Oh, so that's a big item.
So they have saves on saves on saves. Press the attack, the Weaver Ags, very tanky cores, Satanic coming soon for Sumail.
Yep.
Like you said, they really have to kite. They have to play like kind of this keep away, bait out abilities Dota, or they need to find like the perfect catch.
Yeah. It just gets so difficult when both of OG's frontline core, all three really of their cores are pretty tanky. Maybe slightly lesser the Legion, and they've got the Ags Weaver behind them. Spirit Vessel is going to become very key, although it doesn't help against the time lapse as well, since that's just sending you back in time as far as your health goes. It's kind of like a health swap. So, not going to solve your problems by itself.
They really want to set up on Kasani here bottom. There's the Carapace initiation from No Tail. Follow-up comes through with 33. Has the Exorcism flowing, but the backup's arriving. Call by Funnick, dragging him in. 33, he's diving really far for this. BKB committed. I think OG are just going to have to back. No creeps yet. No, they're sticking around. They want to keep on fighting. Warning shot fired by Nyx. The chain's coming through. They are working 33 down. BKB's over. Purge. Is it enough? The blink call. They drag him back again, trying to keep him alive. The egg dropped in a great position. OG, no way in hell they can fight it with the Static Storm laying over the top. They get two. They might just get a third. 33. He'll go down. It's going to be 4. OG, a catastrophe. It's a full 5-man wipe as HellRaisers slay them.
Oh yeah, they just got a bit too gung-ho trying to force that fight, going high ground. That fight works fine if Death Prophet has BKB, but when he commits the BKB to try and dive the Ember for that and goes for that kill, doesn't get it. At that point, if you're OG, you just got to disengage. Problem is, disengaging against Disruptor, just not possible. we'll see it again here.
I'm really surprised they dove so far for this.
Yeah.
Like, you would think at that point, just back and chill, and you forced all the TPs, you could probably still push a bit with the Exorcism, but yeah, like you said.
At this point, you're committed, because even if you try and all run away, somebody's going to get caught by the glimpse. That's the beauty of Disruptor, is that you just punish these teams who overcommit and dive, and as a result, OG's like, well, we just got to fight as 5, let's try and do this, and Static Storm was perfect.
Well, while that replay was wrapping up, action brewing here in the mid lane. They're looking for Notel, and he may go down. No, gets the Purge, and will be healed up. Still, though, took quite a bit of damage, and now it's actually a HellRaisers gold lead. Morphling, he was about 1.5k down. Now he's almost 2k up. E-Blade done. Next Ultimate Orb coming soon. Working towards the Scotty. He is getting scary.
Yeah, I think OG we're seeing maybe have some damage issues until Gyro gets another item or two. The Weaver Exism.
And he's just got a Rapier already queued up for Sumail. Straight into raw damage. You want damage, you'll get it. Seb, well, that's some damage. Quick assassination as HellRaisers. Now look for more. Kasani with the 2 hero chains. What a nice setup. Now Nick's waving it. He tries to man up on Sumail. I don't know if he can fight into the Satanic. It seems he can, actually. He's just fine. Shotgun. He's winning the fight. No, he gets stunned. He will get killed off.
The time-lapse healing him up, and
Sumail just too tanky with all these saves. Estimated them as Funnick TPing out, narrowly gets away, so suddenly it's 3 dead. I didn't think OG could take the Morphling, but I think he just kept on Agi-morphing, and then he was too low to man-fight.
Yeah. Suxa making some really clutch plays with this Aghanim's time-lapse save on teammates. He's got Nathalens queued up to give him even more cast range to play around, and Sumail kept alive thanks to it. His Rapier queued up. He's going to be playing without a BKB, which is definitely very risky. If he gets his Aegis Rapier, he's going to be a scary threat in these fights, but you know, there's Fire Spirits, there's Disruptor spells, there's just all these things that make it feel like he might want to consider BKB, but if he goes straight BKB his next time, he's not going to do any damage. Ag Satanic BKB does not sound like a build you want to go, so he's going to risk it all in on this Rapier. And right now, with an Aegis in hand, OG at least slightly back in the driver's seat.
Can HellRaisers find a good team fight before the Rapier's online? That'll be the question. As with that one engagement, Sumail suddenly just back to lead in net worth, just secured it. So perhaps he can carry this game, as they are going to focus on buffing him now. Solar Crest picked up by 33. Very utility-focused Death Prophet.
Yeah, I like when you've got this hero on your team that you look at and you think, okay, if this hero gets tanky and farmed enough, like, can he win us the game? Getting a Solar Crest always feels nice to just chuck it on them, and I think Gyro, you see he's got a Rapier queued up, and if you're his teammate, you're thinking, okay, this guy's going Rapier with no BKB. How do we keep him alive? Because, yeah, you've got this Axe Weaver, but they're going to be playing around it. It's also got a cooldown you've got to play around, so everyone on the OG side is pretty much going to be itemizing to protect Sumail. You've got Legion with the Press the Attack, you're going to have the Solar Crest, and it's going to be all about keeping him alive.
And Sumail has Spiral, is going to be very elusive in these upcoming fights.
Yeah, he's 540 movement speed.
Really nice pickup on the hero with Flat Cannon and Rocket Barrage for chasing and repositioning. Not to mention just staying alive. HellRaisers, they are moving out in the bottom lane, trying to get active on the map. It feels like they've been forced back a bit just from that one fight. Afraid of this OG Aegis.
They probably still feel like they should have a strong late game with this Morphling. Sumail gonna force an outpost here, approaching the 30-minute mark, so this is where, if you get double outpost, that's a lot of experience going your way. I think OG with Aegis in hand want to try and even force a fight if possible, but...
Will HellRaisers take that fight?
Ember's trying to maybe get top outpost? No, it doesn't look like he wants to risk it.
He has a gem now. Roger bought that.
Okay.
They're tired of these Nyx initiations, and I guess to a lesser extent, Soxa just constantly running roughshod over the backlines in the fights.
It allows the Ember to actually split push waves and farm more greedily on the map, because he doesn't have to worry about Nyx just vendetting him with a Carapace. So.
Sumail has tipped his hand now as the Sacred Relic enters his inventory, and they are hunting. No-Tail walking in. He will get the stun on Maposhka here. Follow-up Swarm coming through. They do connect with the chains, but Maposhka can't run away from that pesky bug. They get the kill, and on the south side, he finds the Phoenix, so suddenly the 5v3 OG with an Aegis. They're in position to go high ground. Sumail's already up in the base. Spider lugging his way over. The creep wave is killed off. They've got Exorcism. There's no buyback on this Phoenix. They do have one on the Disruptor. I don't think this Glyph is going to stop OG Gods. They counter Glyph. They are committed for this.
Creep alive.
They're so close to the Rapier too. Sumail, if he gets this tower, he'll just about have it.
He's just being buffed. Press the attack. Solar Crest.
And look at the positioning. How do you possibly get any combo off here? Disruptor, maybe a 2-hero Static Storm on the BKB Death Prophet and the Gyrocopter with Aegis. Good luck finding easy kills. I don't think there's going to be a repeat of that team fight, but HellRaisers, if they don't go soon, they're going to lose 2 lanes. They finally have Phoenix respawning. It's time to make your move.
If they don't go soon, Sumail's Rapier's on the way on the Courier, so it's going to get even harder.
OG, they're just going to, they might just try to win with this Aegis, Gods.
Yeah. I mean, while he's got, if you're going to combine it, you want to do it now while he's got it.
No tail, he blinks out. He baits out the blink call. They start tickling Sumail.
Here comes the Rapier. Will he combine it? Yes, he will.
Yeah. Instant purge off, removing that Spirit Vessel charges. They do catch Funnick once again. It's No Tail with the Carapace, forcing Funnick backing away. The whole HellRaiser squad has to get out. He's Satanic's up. He's man fighting. They get the duel. They kill up the Morphling. He's dead. No buyback for 70. OG could just win the game now.
Yep.
They don't know this buyback is unavailable, but they're going to find out real soon when it's not getting used and their team is aggressively diving. They lose the next instant buyback. They're going for it. OG trying to speed run this game number 2 and close it out with a 2-0 for HellRaiser. Sumail though, oh, the time lapse keeps him alive. Tier 4s are dropping. OG committing. Roger, he can't deal with the flak. He might just go down. He's going to jump all the way back into the fountain. Running out of time. They're holding. OG, they're going to kill off these heroes. They still keep the Gyrocopter alive. The egg gets blown up. 33 with the auto text. Now turning back for the axe. It's a massacre. HellRaisers have been raised out of this game. Gee, just like that, you know, it's like they hit the gas and the game